Hi, good morning. Let's start today's class.
Good morning.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
Good morning, children.
Is everyone able to see my screen and able to hear? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Just we'll be reviewing 2 minutes for the yesterday's class and just like we'll go for the today's one. And yesterday in the day one, like we have seen the what and all editors we needed to just like implement our functionalities or just like any type of language practices, something like Notepad plus plus, Visual Studio Code, Sublime, those and all. And I have said something like the web development is an UI. It means user interface. It is also called as a graphical user interface, which you will be seeing on the browser. For example, Google, Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp. And in the application, like what it will be containing main thing, front end plus middleware plus back end. Front end in the sense UI. In that HTML. HTML in the sense hypertext markup language, and we have seen the structure, like how we will be creating it, and what is the dependent tags, and like how we will be just like handling and black level, inline, and multiple things. We have practiced one sample also with the help of multiple meta informations. Mainly, what is the meta information? Meta in the sense something like it's a marketing information, it is author name, and different types of things. This and all, like which it will be coming for the purpose of for understanding an particular web page and what type of like either UTF text format, cassette, multiple things. Okay, so if I in this one. Okay, let's start today's class. I can say something like okay, it's okay. Mm, I'm going with the day two one. We have done with the day one. It's a day two class of the HTML. The day two in the sense like today we are going to see some of the heading tags for which we will be writing the content. Heading tags for content displaying the headings. Heading tags we will be using for displaying the content in the heading tags. For displaying content in the heading tags. Like I said, displaying the content in the heading tags. It will heading tags will be containing something like H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6. That is the like maximum. H1 is the minimum and H6 will be the maximum. I am going to create one more like example one so that you can easily understand like what we are doing with that. Control Alt S. I will select my file name so that it will be just like where we are saving it. We will be on the same page. We will be on the same page. Headings.html. I'm going to tell about headings. So now I have created the HTML tag and we have seen the heading tags. We can have like our information, what is the title and all. Mainly like we will be writing the body content. The body in the sense web browser, the content which you will be seeing on the browser with the help of body tag information. Body tag information. Like I'm writing with the H1, it is an heading tag 1 or else heading tag H1. You see on the browser how it looks like. Now see, it showed on the very bold manner. Very bold manner. It means this is the biggest heading tag I can say in the total HTML document. The total HTML document. It's an main heading also can consider. Now I'm writing the H2 tag. Let's see like how it looks like. In the H1 tag, I'm putting as H2. Let's see how it looks like. If you see now, the content of the bold thing it's been reduced to little bit. It's not that much bigger. It's been little reduced. It is with the help of H2 tag. In the same way, up to like H3, H4, H5, H6, we'll see it. And H3, this will be like next is something like H4, H5, H6. It means I have written the different tag for each thing. You see now, you will see the much difference. If you see now, much differences. If you see now, much differences. H1 is the max bigger one, and H2, I mean like this H2 and H3, this one are like it's a very less one. It's an less one. Any doubt? Someone is unmuting.
Which is like font size, right?
Correct. Like it's an like yeah. For main heading, like in the page, like we can use the H1, and leash heading means based on the like required thing. We might have the subheading, just like cases, right? Like that. Is it clear? Okay. I hope it's clear. Now, like we will be going for the next concept. We'll be going for the next concept. Okay. Now we will be seeing an HR tag. HR tag. It's an hyper horizontal row tag. It's an horizontal row tag. How will be consisting of something like with the help of size and color. Size and color. It's an HTML attributes. If you see now, with the help of that one, like there is some color with that. There is some color with that. There is a some color is came. HR in the sense something like horizontal row tag. Horizontal row tag. It's an horizontal row tag. It means the whatever the color you want it, you can put it like whatever the color you want it, you can put it. Something like now I put it as a black. You can put the like different type of things, something like you can check with that. It means for dividing the page into the one line. We see now the two lines came to the picture. One is something like black, one more is something like it came as a red. I'm like pink color. The whatever the color you needed, you can keep with the help of HR tag. You can have the developer guide notes, something like HR in the sense it will have border between one content to other. It means now if seeing it above we have some content. Again, like one line came to the picture. After the line, if you write some content, there will be it is a divider. We can consider as a divider also. And in that we have the two attributes called size and color. It contains an size and color. Suppose if you give as a 10, it will be changing the 10 pixels. That depends how much you need it, you can specify it. How much the size you want it, you can put in the size attribute with the pixels.
Thickness will be increases, right?
Yes, correct. Like based on that, like it will get increased. And like I'm putting here as a note, color is the attribute. Color is the attribute. An example, you can pass our value. Blue is the value. For example, like we can pass any number of any values, and size is the attribute. And example, 10 pixel is the value. మన పిక్సెల్స్ సేమ్ బట్ ఇంటర్నల్ గా పిక్సెల్ తీసుకుంటాం అనమాట. నెక్స్ట్ విల్ సి పారాగ్రాఫ్ ట్యాగ్. మనం పారాగ్రాఫ్ ట్యాగ్ ఎప్పుడు వాడతామంటే ఐ మీన్ లైక్ యూ షుడ్ బి క్రాసింగ్ 130 క్యారెక్టర్స్. ఇఫ్ యూ ఓవర్కమ్ and 130 characters మనకి ఎప్పుడైతే సరే like whenever we will be crossing the 130 characters we will be seeing as a by using an paragraph tag. Paragraph tag, something like I have created the paragraph tag and we can write some content. There in the notepad plus plus something like start recording. If I write some content, suppose if you stop the recording now, like if you play again, like it will be just like adding the same thing, like whatever it will we will be doing, like it will auto like record it and just like it will do the something. If you see now in the browser, it came as a one paragraph. Suppose if you put same paragraph again, it will looks like sorry, it looks like one more paragraph it's being generated. If you see now it looks like it's got one line space and it's added in the next paragraph. Now we can add HR tag in between like one paragraph to other paragraph. So differentiating purpose. See now in our page above we have the headings and again like HR tag, the content, again HR tag and content. It is just like paragraph way. If you see now here and before the paragraph and after the paragraph we got the single line space. Single line space. That is the paragraph we can consider it. We can write any number of paragraphs, depends on the need case, we can easily go ahead. And next, I will be explaining about the lists. I will be explaining about the lists.
Hi, bro.
Yeah.
Can you please repeat once again what is attribute?
Okay. You mean like what is attribute you mean to ask?
The video, whether it was
You mean like this color and size?
Can you explain types of attributes?
Yeah, yeah. Okay. In the future, like we'll be getting understand the attribute in the sense nothing. Like which other tag we'll be writing, either paragraph or just like either H1 or body or anything. The attributes with the tag, the attribute will be syntax will be just like attribute name equal to attribute value. It means, for example, for this S6 also I can write ID as attribute and we can write our value, something like heading 6. Just this is an example. And for the HR tag, we will be having the two attributes, that is size and color. With the different values, we can pass it. I can say something like the attribute is nothing, it contains attribute name and value. Attribute in the sense we'll be writing for a single HTML element. Attribute means we'll be writing for single HTML element, either for any tags, either class name or ID, or just like some name attribute or anything. Like we can have specify for our own elements. Yesterday we have seen about something like this one, right? Meta tag in the heading tag. Here also this name is the attribute and content is also attribute. This values is the values. That is the our like attribute differences. Suppose if you see the in the input type is attribute, our value as a text. It means different types of things is there. But coming in the future, like while I'm explaining one by one concept, I will be using the in the different scenarios. You'll be getting more clarity on that. Is it okay?
Yeah.
yes, boss.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Next today now we are going to discuss about lists. Mainly the lists are divided into the four types. The lists are divided into the four types. Something like order list, another list. I'll explain one by one, step by step. Just I'm putting the like types now. Order list, another list, and something like nested list and definition list. Definition list and nested list. The list in the sense we will be calling as a this is just like for either LI or just like anything like OL or those things. I will explain now like how we'll be writing it. And before that, you guys try to understand what is list. I will be showing now. Suppose if you see now, this one the just like checklist. Suppose if I'm putting like that, it's just like it's an unordered list in the sense you put now this one. Like if you see, if I'm getting like this one, like we are getting an this dots. But if you select this one, it will be applying as a numbers order. The whichever it will be starting with the order something like 1 2 3 4 ABC Roman number 1 2 3 4 like that and all like it is coming under the order list. Whereas the another list means something like this and all like our just like the check boxes or bullets or just like this and all. Like we can have the different types of things. Either stars. We can write our custom own things. Like what are the bullets you need it, you can put it. This thing we can consider as a list cases. Like how can we write in our HTML? With the help of HTML, how can you achieve those type of lists? How can you achieve those type of lists? I will be creating one more example for that. Control Alt S for saving the document. I mean like I will be putting an order list. order list dot html. Order list dot html. Now I'm not writing the heading tag, but we can write it like what are the content you want to display it, you can put it in the header. It's an for order list. In the body tag, we will be writing for our suppose first thing now we are learning about the order list. Order list. For this, like what we will be creating it? For order list, we need to use tag as a while tag. It's a while tag and with the help of while means something like order list tag and next will be like li something like subjects for example math, different types of things math social science or anything, commerce accountancy English. We can have different types of languages. Here I can write something like our languages. Now we will be seeing this file on the browser with the help of view current file in the Chrome. If you see now, by default, I have created as a while with the li. It means it came automatically with the help of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any number of things, it will be keep on increasing in the ascending order. It will be keep on increasing in the ascending order. Now I haven't typed any attribute for this while by default the attribute is something like for the while it is an numbers. For other list, like by default, it's an by default taking as numbers order. By default, it's taking an numbers order. And we have five types of like attribute types. Like I will be putting on the downside now. You can see now. The language is only let it be there, and now I'm passing with the type as small a. Type as a small a with a. The language is with default. See now, I have put it as a type attribute as a value with a small a. Now starting with the small a, small b, small c, small d, and small e. Like that, it will be keep on increasing. The order, how many list it might be just like increasing it. Based on that, it will auto take the things. Here, like we can have our HR tag for our differentiate purpose. Size as a 5 I am passing, and color is gray. It is an self-closing tag. With the forward slash, like if you're trying to close it, it's an self-closing tag. Now we have seen with the type as a small a. Now we have seen type with a small a. Now with the capital A, you can see now. Capital A. Like let it be there for the small a, capital A, and we can change for other things. Now see, it now it's been order is changing with the capital A, capital B, capital C, capital D, capital E. Now what are the type we are passing it? Based on that, it is an auto rendering the ordered list. Now we can get it out. What is OL and what is LI? OL in the sense it is an ordered list tag. Ordered list tag. And LI is for the elements. It means list item. It contains OL tag for ordered list tag. And whereas the LI, it is an list item tag for elements. For elements. Okay, Li is for the elements purpose. And in the OL tag, we have written as a start attribute with it's just like starting element. I mean like OL, not the OLD. It is with the help of type attribute with the value. It means for the OL tag, we have a type attribute with the values. For now, how many we have seen? I can write types here for now. Types attribute we can write it now. Something like type is a one and type as a small a capital A, type as a Roman number. Roman number it is a small I like we will be declaring like that, right? And capital Roman number also we can write it. I will show that also. It's an like this. It means values how we'll be writing now. I mean like values how we'll be writing. Now now I will show you the small Roman number languages. Hindi, English, Telugu, Sanskrit, Tamil. With the help of different types of things. With the help of different types of things. Now see, it is started with the Roman numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Might be we are seen in the schools and colleges also, like that Roman numbers, which is with the these numbers. It is with the small Roman numbers. And the capital I. I mean like capital Roman numbers. See now. You see now, you start with the capital Roman numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this, you can specify in the order list. It means different types of types you can pass it. It's a by default we came as a one, and next if you start with the A, it's coming this one, and if you capital A, it is this one, small a this one. I mean like Roman number, it's a Roman number with the capital. And now if you pass with a number, like how we will see like 1 or 2, like type as a 1, See now, with the help of like one, if I specifying also, it's a default. Like default also same, and with the help of one also same. And now we are seeing type as a only one attribute for the while tag. I'll be showing one more attribute called start. With start, type as a one. I'm starting element from 25. It means what are the list I'll be getting? I need to start from the 25. So if you see now the difference is if you put as a start attribute, it will be getting element started from that place. What are the element we will be specifying it? From the same place, it will be getting started. From the same place, it will be getting started. From the same place, it will be getting started. It will be getting started with the like same number. What are the number will be specifying it? The same value it will be taking like normally. I have specified as 25. It started with the 25. And for now, like if any other thing, something like instead of this one, something like capital A, it's then capital A, and I'm putting the start attribute as R. Sorry. It means we need to pass start attribute as a from the which occurrence it should be getting started. The start attribute will be specifying an particular number occurrence. It means I am specifying as a 7. It will be getting started from the G. A, B, C, D, E, F. It means up to 6 letters is not coming, but with the help of 7, it is getting started with. It means we can write our start attribute as well. We can have a note for that, something like our values, how we'll be passing it. Okay, values we are having already. Like we can have the note, something like start attribute. For example, this is a 10. Occurrence, occurrence start of the count. Occurrence start of the count. We can have like this. It means we can pass anything like 20, 25, 30, depends. Okay, this is the ordered list. We can specify here something like our file example name ordered list .html. By practicing it, you can easily by seeing it something like you can easily understand this is an this practice we are having in the order list.html. In the day one, we have seen all the things in the it was available in the sample one.html. Sample one.html because we should be on the same line. We should not miss anything. Like we should be on the same line. Any doubts up to now in the order list?
Yeah, it's clear. And for me, one doubt.
Yeah, please.
So in other list, so we are using, I mean, by default, it is using number, right?
Correct.
So yes, so the type is 1 and the starting number is 25, so that the number is starting from 25
Correct.
and so forth. So my doubt is, can I able to get that number with some interval? There is a difference between 2, like 2, 4, 6, like that.
Oh, you mean to ask something like, do you have some chance to get an even numbers? You mean to ask like,
Yes, yes, yeah.
but with the inbuilt like order list like that is not available. I'm
Okay,
like
okay.
to just like I mean like even number list and just like odd number list is not available. But
Mm-hmm.
we can achieve with the help of something like in the angle or something like as well as we have in the CSS something like where we
Mm-hmm.
can find with the help of pseudo elements and pseudo classes. So based on that, like we
Okay,
can hide the even or odd number so that we'll be showing like in the same line, like I can say.
okay, okay.
Yeah. Any other doubts?
No, it's clear now.
Okay. That's good. Like we should ask the doubt so that we'll be getting the more clarity. Okay. Thanks. Like next we'll go for something like for next thing another list. The another list we'll be writing with the help of UL tag. Like however we have written in the OL tag, in the another list same way. UL tag we'll be writing it and UL it contains with the help of same LI. LI means that is the list items. That is same. It won't getting changed, but we'll be getting changed only types. We'll be getting changed only types. I'm creating a one more example called another list. Sorry, control alt s unordered list. Every time like while saving the file name, no, it should be in the camel case. It should be in the camel case. That will be just like more understanding. Something like capital small u and capital O and capital L. Sorry. In this way, like we need to save the file. I'm creating as a HTML as a root tag, and I'm writing the body content. I'm not writing the like head tag again and again. Like you guys can just like have the practice more. We have practiced heading tags, right? Like we can write the heading tag something like H2. It's an another list example. Another list example. Okay. Now we can write our another list code something like instead of like OL, we can put as a UL. It won't change anything. Just like OL instead, like UL we will be writing it, and here types it will be getting changed. Now I will remove the type. Like what it will be getting, you guys only see. Like it will be the default. I'm going to see now in the view our current file in the browser. We see now by default it came as a bullets. It means something like dot bullets. By default it came as a bullets. It means something like circles. Like I mean like not circles. It's just like this normally circle with the filled color. Like that is the by default one. And in another list we have four types. I will be showing one by one example now. I will be showing one by one example now. Type as a none. I'm putting type as a none so that we are telling to the our HTML compiler to like for me like no I mean like no specification needed either bullets or just like either numbers or anything like I don't need anything. I should get display in the same way. This is the with the help of type none. With the help of type none. Okay. Next is something like We can have our HR tags also, something like for our hyper reference. Always remember size will be not pixels. HR in the sense horizontal row tag. The type I'm going with the next circle. If you see now, it came with the circle. It came with the circle. The however the look you want it, you can specify your type. And next I'm going to explain one more type. I'm putting the 5 pixel and square. Circle is done. If you see now, if you put as a circle, I mean like square, it's auto filling our content. It's auto filling our content. With the alpha square, it's also like coming as square format with the filled content. This is the way like how it looks like in the unordered list example. I'm putting with the disk. This is the last type in the unordered list. We see now the disk only our default thing. Like however the default is came, the disk also same thing. By default our disk will come like I have mentioned as bullets, but with the help of disk it will come that bullets. This is the another list examples. Now I have put it only something like Hindi, English. I mean like some of the languages, right? You can have your own content. Something like bike companies or mobile companies, laptop companies, car companies, or your names, cities, districts, anything. Like we can have our own thing. Just I have put it with these things. Any doubts in the another list?
Numbers can not allow.
No, like in the another list only like we'll be getting the four types. I have mentioned as a four types. It contains only four types. Venkatesh. It is just like it contains an none type. It means it won't apply anything.
None type also can be included in order list.
No, for the order list, just a second. Like we'll go, we can go ahead. You mean to say like for the order list type none is available or not? You will ask.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Just you can see it now. Yeah, it's possible something like it won't apply anything. Like
Because it is none of the thing elements are included, right?
correct. One second. Like we have put it for now. Like it's taken as default only. Actually, that type is not getting considered.
Okay.
But I can say something like we have in the CSS property something like list type as a none so that we can pass as a like with the help of CSS we can hide the I mean like what are the it's coming right like I can say like
Okay.
we can just like hide the in the CSS but in the another list like it's auto provided by that one. Okay.
Mhm.
If you see now like type is not getting considered so it's an auto taking like in the CSS we have something like if you see now, this is the CSS property. If you put as a list style type as a none, so that it won't getting applied.
So it doesn't show any kind of
Yeah,
result
correct,
in.
correct. If you want to just like hide the thing, like you can make it as a CSS style type as a none, or else just like
Okay.
however you want it, you can put it. Like it will be providing all the things. Something like in the other list also, it has all the things. But in the CSS, I mean like HTML, it specifies only sometimes. If you see now, it is an expanded one. It's an closed one. Like we can have any type of things. I can say in the CSS it's possible, but in the simple HTML it's not possible.
Okay.
It will
Thank
be
you.
coming in the future. We'll see it.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, now we are on the okay. I think so. Like another list is fine. I'm putting in the developer context. I mean like developer guide. It contains multiple types. Type as a none, circle, disk, and square. Like this, we can have the different types of things. And what is the example like we have practiced? I can say something like UL with the another list with different types. Okay, now with the different types like this. That is the another list we have done with that. And what example file we have written it like another list HTML. That is the thing in the another list. And we have two more like definition list and just like nested list. And tomorrow just like 5 to 10 minutes I will cover that thing and we can start next hyperlinks like how we can write it from the navigation between one to other and we can go to the tables. Any doubts up to now like I hope it's clear for everyone. Thank you so much for all of you for joining. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.
Chandu,
Yeah.
but tags we have any types? Tags.
Sorry?
Tags types we have any? Like ending tags or non-ending tags.
You mean like ending
Tags.
tags, huh?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yesterday we had discussed, right? Some of the like dependent tags means which it will contain the ending tags. In the future, like we're using it one we will be trying to use it so that there will be more clarity on that. See, today like we have used in the independent tag something like HR tag and UL and all something like OL, LI and all it will be coming under the dependent tags. And black level means today we have used one of the P tag, H1 tag, not the div. These two will be coming under the black level. Inline level means something like you will be getting in the future, like I'll be telling about that input tags and all. By coming days, something like at most of the like there will be HTML only like 8 to 9 classes, so that you will be thoroughly understand like total HTML. I can say like I am sure about that. Okay, that's it. I hope like right. Any other doubt?